Chad with bangshift.com. We told you we were bringing you all the coolest stuff from the 2010 SEMA Show, and we're here. We're at the Afco Dynatech booth, and I gotta tell you, man, they got bitchin' headers, killer shocks, a bunch of cross members over there. I understand they're going in some slightly different directions, and we're gonna go find Eric Saffel and find out what's the dirt. You guys have all kinds of trick stuff this year. You know, it's not just radiators, shocks, and headers as the usual. I see some neat pieces over here.
We've got some new things out here, and behind you, I want to talk about this a little bit. Getting involved in the struts a good bit more. Pro Touring has really gotten hot, as we all know. We're going to move into some drag racing, but Pro Touring is where it's at right now. So new for this year, the 2010 and up Camaro strut. It's got several features. It's got some valving that allows us to get a lot more aggressive into the curves. You want to hug the road. This strut keeps you into the racetrack, into the road, doesn't allow you to slide and slip and have weight displacement problems. It's adjustable for ride height, so you can get that mean stance you're looking for.
Yeah.
It's a bolt-on part. Caster plates are available so that you can get your geometry correct. So for the Camaro guys, we've got a front strut package coming forth with rear shock package so that you can definitely get a hold of the racetrack, track day, or if you just want to go out and have a garage day with your buddies, this is the strut for the Camaro.
Wow, and you guys have them for Fords, I see, as well?
Same thing for the Mustang.
Wow.
You know, the Mustang's a hot program too with that 5.0. Nothing's hotter than the 5.0 right now. So same basic program. It's ride height adjustable. It's got the same velocity sensitive valving that when you're just driving down the road, this thing's going to feel smooth. Attack that corner and this will grip the road and keep weight transfer where it needs to be. You don't start tipping, you don't start feeling unsure of where the car's going to go. Point, steer, and stab, and this thing's going to go.
Well, and you know, I know that you guys have been known for a long time for being really good at helping your customers select a spring rate.
Right.
So obviously, since it's a coilover setup, you know, you can go from that. But is there a myriad of choices for that for your customers? Does it really depend on their application? I mean, what's the deal with spring rates?
Good question. Absolutely imperative that we get the right spring rate for the application. So we've got the most broad selection of spring rates and heights out there, so that if you're going to go pro touring, you're going to go to a track day, autocross, we've got a spring package for you. If you just want to lower the car but still get the feel that you're looking for, kind of like from the factory, we can put a spring package together for that. So it's really what your seat wants to feel.
Right. Very cool. Well, and I see that across the booth you have a deal where these bolt in that isn't a stock 2010 Camaro or Mustang or anything else.
We do. Let's go take a look.
Tell me about that.
We've got the Afco Perfect Fit K-member system. We're calling it the Perfect Fit because we've got a lot of neat features that allows this to be a true bolt-in K-member system that reduces weight, it corrects geometry. Guys can put this in their common tools from their toolbox at home. Some of the features I want to talk about is the main rail is all one piece, so we don't have a tube welded to a plate, welded back to a tube.
Right.
Basically can say that this has got the best weight to strength ratio in the marketplace.
Wow. Total
package, by the time you remove your factory K-member, get rid of your factory lower arms and put our tubular pieces on, you're going to save 45 pounds.
Wow.
It allows for better header clearance to oil pan. It keeps track width and wheelbase correct, so you don't have any problems there.
Right.
And to that, we've got a complementary strut package here. This is a drag valving strut that we talked about, similar to what we've discussed before. It's ride height adjustable. As you had mentioned, we've got spring rate options so that if they've got a big block Chevy or a big block Ford or small block Chevy, small block Ford, we've got the right spring rate and height there.
And what applications are these available for?
Great question. The Fox bodies and the SN95s.
Okay,
so we've got two different part numbers so that it's a perfect fit. We don't have to take any crowbars and try to make something work.
Right. Well, I noticed that this bad boy, being for a Ford, has small block Chevrolet headers in it though, which we all know, a small block Chevrolet or an LS and a Fox body is a very popular combo right now. So you've got motor mounts to bolt in anything into this, I assume, right?
Absolutely, that's a wicked combination right now. But this K-member system comes with big block or small block Chevy engine mounts, LSX, or big or small Ford. So basically we're trying to service everybody's needs and then complement that with a header system that allows us to make horsepower too.
Right, so you've got headers that fit this thing with no issue whatsoever, bolt-in package. Done.
Complete system.
And what's one of these bad boys cost?
$399.
No.
$399.
Dude, this is really trick.
It is a nice system.
How long does it take to install one?
You can do this in an afternoon.
Really?
If a guy has been involved with his car
right.
and has the basic tools, he can get this done in an afternoon.
Wow. That's trick. So, a guy comes to Afco/Dynatech. He can get his bolt-in front cross member setup, the K-member. He can get the tubular arms. He can get his new struts. He can get his new headers. He can get the new rear shocks for the 4-link he just installed in that SN95 Mustang.
Correct.
He can buy a radiator, one of the finest, by the way, in the industry. Bolt that sucker in too, and you're ready to go. If you guys start building motors, you're done.
We're not doing motors right now. We're staying to suspension, cooling, exhaust, but we're really close.
Very cool.
Right,
I appreciate it, Eric, very much.